Hello. You still sang 2 in 1? That's so funny.
Oh, did I?
Oh my gosh. You're trying to do the countdown thing, like professionals where it's like 5, 4.
And then they point, stop, and then it's...
I thought that they stopped counting at 2.
I thought they stopped counting at 3.
But we both just counted anyway. Anyways.
Here we are.
Welcome.
Back to another episode of ATC. ATC. People like that last episode.
I know.
Did we trick you?
I know. That was my favorite part. People are like, girl, I thought you were going to come out with all these, all this lore about all these horrible dates you've been on. I was like, no, they weren't mine.
Did you guys think I was going to talk about my past experiences? No one wants to hear about that.
No, we'll never.
We don't need to get into that lore and trauma.
That's so funny. The trauma.
Maybe
we'll just put it on Reddit for someone else's podcast episode, Leave that for them, but...
No, I'm open to talking about the past, but that's not what that episode was about. Right. The episode was about other people.
Oh, yes.
And the fact that, again, we haven't had those kind of first dates.
Right.
So it doesn't really apply.
Right.
But I loved reading about other
it would have been way shorter if it's just ours and way more boring.
Literally.
No one stole our shoe or...
No one got me T-boned while they were driving someone else's car without a license.
Yeah, so ours just wouldn't...
I haven't had a flower put in my hair with ants all over it.
Yeah, exactly. So
we'll definitely have to do a part 2 of something within that realm, because that was fun.
Just reading crazy stories.
We're kind of doing that later tonight. Stop.
Don't spoil it.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, I think we should... jump into our high and low tide.
Right away.
But, okay,
Oh, no. Okay, do we have a pre-high low tide route?
No. I want to do my low tide last. That's all I have to say.
Oh.
So, we could do... Yeah. So, I just have to lay down the groundwork, Hannah. I want to do my low tide at the end.
Okay,
I have something to say about it.
Real.
So.
Word.
Do what you want with that. I don't know if you want to do high, low. I start with my high, and then
you start with your high.
Okay.
Because in high... Oh, no.
I need to start with high. Okay, see, this is what I was trying to figure out.
Guys,
okay, perfect.
We're professionals.
We're professionals. We plan all this out. We're actually reading a script right now. We have a teleprompter. This is word for word.
Yeah, the beginning, that was all scripted.
It was all scripted. Everything you say is completely scripted. So you're welcome.
I'm reading off a teleprompter right now.
Yes.
No, so my high tide is... Okay, my high tide is that I'm going to Miami this weekend. I will have been...
That's so
back by the time that this episode drops.
Yay.
But I am going to Miami this weekend. And the reason why is because I'm going to a big CrossFit competition called Wodapalooza.
It's so fun to say.
Wodapalooza. It is one of the bigger CrossFit competitions in the space, but what's really cool about it is that it is a competition where the elites participate, but then so do the average, the people that are just working out at your local box too.
Right.
All at the same competition. You don't normally see that. It's normally small local comps for all your normal average Joe CrossFitters, or it's the big game elites.
Leagues,
you don't see a lot of competitions where you have a little bit of both.
That's so fun.
So I'm literally going because I have one of my closest friends. Melissa is going to compete this weekend. She's on a team with 2 other girls, and then also a friend of hers that I am now kind of becoming friends with. Her name is Lily. She's a beast.
Yeah.
She is competing in the elite individuals.
Oof.
Alongside some of the biggest names in CrossFit.
Dude. That's insane.
It's so cool. So we're going there, and she made shirts to sell to support her going to Wodapalooza, and I just got them, and it was it's got a big lion on the back. Stop. And it's I think it says whatever it takes or something like that. Super cool. And then my friend and her team, they also made cute little Miami shirts with the pink and blue palm trees on it and everything. And then 3 guys from my gym are also competing there. So I'm so excited. Me and Vlad and a friend of ours from the gym are going down there all together. We're splitting a hotel room that's a couple blocks away. It's happening on the beach in Miami Beach. We're going to be walking there. It's going to be 4 days of just fitness.
That's your dream.
It's literally, okay guys,
They do this every year? You said?
Yes, every year, January of every year. I've always wanted to go, but the tickets, they cost money. And then what's even more expensive is finding a place to stay in Miami.
The accommodation,
The accommodations aspect. But this was like my big Christmas gift from Vlad, was my ticket to go. Because this is basically, y'all, like, this is basically the CrossFit Games. But, like, in Miami.
Right.
With, like, my friends also competing in the same competition.
So, what more can you want?
It's literally so cool. And what's even cooler is that because this competition, like, there's the people that are competing by themselves, like, as an individual, but there's also teams, right? And there are teams that have some of the elite people competing together because, like, a lot of them are friends, which is, like, one of my... team up. Yes, which is, like, one of my favorite parts about CrossFit, because, like, the camaraderie in the community within the sport. So, like, there are these 3 women. They're some of the biggest names in CrossFit. There's Sarah Sigmund's daughter, Katrin David's daughter, and Annie Thora's daughter. They're called the Daughters. They're all from Iceland. So they're not related. They just all have that part of their last name. It's very popular over there, I guess.
Right.
But they've been in the CrossFit space since, like, the sport nearly started. Like, Annie Thora's daughter is, like, one of the longest running, like, athletes.
That's so funny. I just realized what you were saying. I thought you were saying they were daughters.
No.
I thought they were, like, 3 big names and, like, they all just happen to be daughters. It's like, that's kind of
no daughter. It's like Dottir.
Understood. Okay.
Like, so there's,
it's funny. Yeah. It's like, okay, lots of daughters. Love it. Okay.
So, like, Annie Thora's daughter.
Yes.
Katrin David's daughter, Sarah Sigmund's daughter.
Got it.
And what's really cool, I'm pretty sure, like, all 3 of them are, like, retiring. I know Sarah is, and from, like, competing, like, in the games, and so is Katrin. Like, she just announced her retirement from the CrossFit Games. So, like, this is my only chance to see them compete. And, like, I've watched them, like, on the CrossFit Games for, like, a couple of years, and I've watched them in these documentaries that I watch, and, like, I've looked up to these ladies, and I'm gonna see them compete together on a team.
That's insane.
I'm giddy with excitement. I leave Thursday morning. I'm gonna be gone Thursday through Sunday. I am so unbelievably excited. I'm gonna spend so much money.
At least you're prepared for it, you know?
I'm gonna go in debt, but, you know,
you've already made
if I don't go in debt for Wadapalooza, like what am I gonna go in debt for?
Yeah, true.
If I'm gonna go in debt, I'm gonna make it
count.
worth it.
Yeah,
go big or go home.
Honestly, I agree.
So I'm literally, like, shaking with excitement. I cannot wait. It is going to be, like, not to overhype it, but.
Just to keep it, like, super chill, like, you know, I guess I'll go if I have to
it's literally just gonna be CrossFit heaven, and I'm going to be living my best life, so I'm very excited. The only thing I'm, like, a little worried about is if it's gonna be cold. It is, like, 10 degrees warmer down in Miami than it is here.
Okay, that's good.
Which is good.
Because it is chilly, guys.
Yeah, I think the only day it's supposed to really be cold is Friday, so I'm hoping, like, Thursday.
It's all outdoors.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing, right? It's because it's, like...
I said it's not supposed to rain. I mean, I don't know about Miami. I guess that is a completely different part of Florida.
Yeah, very different.
But
it's just more so, like, if it's cold, like, you're outside all day in the cold.
That's true.
So I'm going to need to get some, like, those little hand warmers and, like, pack some beanies and gloves just in case. Because if I'm going to be outside all day, like, I need to be comfy. Yeah. But... that is my big high time. Super, super excited.
Yay. I can't wait till we get to hear it when you come back.
I know. Hear about all the high times. I'll have to give you a Wadapalooza update. I'm going to have so many high times.
That's what I'm saying.
It's so exciting.
That's so fun. Real. Okay. My high tide. I have a couple, actually, too. Life's been good. Yay. So, my first one, Monet, it was her birthday on Friday. Mm-hmm. So... we've been able to do, like, a bunch of little celebrations for her. So we cute. Do, like, 2 surprise parties. We did one on Friday for our little small group. And then we did one Sunday after church. And today I got to spend the day with her because I got her a Christmas present. We went to Candle Pour.
Yes, absolutely.
And so cool. If you don't know what that is, where it's literally, like, you have to make your own candles, like, personalize it and add your own little scents and then, like, smell everything. And it's so cutesy and fun. So, except I think... I have to let mine rest more because we literally, they were like, oh yeah, you get, like, just come back in 2 hours or something. Mm-hmm. So we came back, like, 5 minutes after, like, the earliest you could pick it up. And I'm like, why does this smell like literally nothing? But I'm pretty sure I have to let it sit. So I'm having to really use patience here, but whatever. So that was really fun and cutesy. But just getting to spend the weekend and celebrate her has been really fun. And then... I'm really excited this weekend. I'm going to Rock the Universe.
Oh, that's this weekend? How
yes,
fun.
In Orlando, which is, like, this huge Christian concert festival thing at Universal. So it's, like, literally a giant music festival at a theme park.
Yes.
So.
Super fun.
And I've never been to Universal. Really? And I've never been to Rock. Yeah,
I've never been to Rock the Universe. I do want to go eventually one year.
Yeah,
but I have been to Universal. Universal's really cool.
No, I know. So I'm really excited.
That's fun.
Especially because I'm not a rides person, and I hear that it's good for at least a little better for people that don't like rides and like a Busch Gardens or something. Because I
definitely better than Busch Gardens. I think Disney is the best if you're don't like rides, but Universal definitely has so many things to do. That's what. Yeah. Do you like Harry Potter?
No, not really. I want to try butterbeer though.
Dude,
that's one thing.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's something that's like.
Oh, I went to Universal before I read the Harry Potter books or knew anything about it, and I had a great time.
That's what I'm saying. Like it can't hurt. And I know so many people that we're going with that do like it, so I can just see them, enjoy it, and it'll be great. I'll just watch
Frozen or regular. It might be too cold for Frozen, but it's
true.
So good.
Do they do it warm?
No.
That'd be fun.
That'd be interesting.
A warm butterbeer.
Yeah, I don't know how.
It sounds like it should be cozy and warm, like a butterbeer.
Yeah, but when you have it, it's not. You're not like. It's so good though.
No, but
like I dream about it. Like I have been itching to go back.
Wasn't there that one ice cream that you said tastes like butterbeer?
The butter pecan ice cream from Talenti.
Yes, that's the only one. I think I tried it here, and that's like my only butterbeer. Somewhat.
But it also keep in mind it's been so long since I've had real butterbeer.
Right.
So that reminded me of it. But maybe if I were to have actual butterbeer again, I'd be like, oh, it doesn't taste super similar. I don't know.
It wasn't like a recent thing. Yeah.
And then there's also these bottles that you can buy at Publix of butterbeer.
Really? They sell it?
Yeah, but it's not good.
Like from
I bought it because I remember seeing it and I was like, oh, I can get butterbeer. Right, it's non-alcoholic, guys. Let me make that clear.
They're like, Come on.
It's literally, it's like cream soda. But no, I bought it because I was so excited. I was like, I cannot believe finally someone
I know, I'm
made it. How's that not been done?
Right.
It's not the same. It did not taste good to me.
Maybe that's why. Maybe they have a secret recipe.
They have
that no one
sugar. I don't know.
Sugar, just more sugar.
It's something. It's delicious though. Dude. I'm so excited for you. You
so I just love theme parks in general.
It's so fun.
And the food and stuff. And
it's
gonna be cold, and I like the cold weather. So I get to literally walk around a theme park, do all these concerts, and be all cozy and walk around.
That'd be fun. Okay, hear me out. What if one day we went to Disney and we vlogged and ATC does Disney?
ATC takes on Disney.
And that'd be so fun.
That'd be so fun.
That'd be so fun.
Doing a video vlog.
And you, because then
you can sponsor us Disney tickets.
Disney?
Yes. Okay. Last time I went was in 6th grade though.
It's been a while. You need to have a Disney cupcake.
It's been a while. Yes, we would include me actually having a Disney cupcake. So if anyone wants to donate, I think there's a spot on our website. If you want to just support some Disney tickets for us and get that content for your life.
The 8 months that we've had this podcast, no one has ever given us.
What the freak, guys?
You say you love us.
I know, but
where are the donations?
Where's the financial proof? All right.
We just need $500.
That's all we're asking. We're very
for us to go to Disney. If that's not a good cause, I don't know what is.
Honestly.
I'm just saying.
So, and it would be for you guys, honestly. We would be there, we would, I guess. But, we want you to enjoy our experience there. It's really just for you. We're for the people.
We're doing it to make content
for you. Come on.
Obviously. We're going to make a YouTube channel, which I think technically we have one.
Does it upload our YouTube music? Isn't that what it's through or something?
No, I think it goes to YouTube podcasts or something.
Well,
guys,
shout out
I don't even
to whoever's
know
listening to YouTube podcast right now.
I don't know. Okay. But I'm telling you, all of a sudden, we're just going to become vloggers.
That actually, I think we'd kill vlogging.
No, I think we would be so fun.
That'd be so
freaking
funny.
Make it a 650. We need a good vlogging camera.
Oh yeah, we actually don't. Yeah,
we don't have any equipment.
We bring the mics with us
around Disney like that. That's crazy.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So that's one of those cringy influencers.
Your high tide. You were talking about your high tide.
Yes, my high tide. So I'm excited. So yeah, I had a really good weekend spending it with my friend and celebrating her birthday, and then I have Rock Universe this weekend. So we both have very fun weekends.
Big weekends.
I know. So y'all get to just hear all about it when we get back.
Okay, January.
Okay, end of January.
23rd, 25th.
Yeah, last weekend of January.
It is the last weekend of January.
Which is crazy. Even though I feel like this month has been so long. I feel like January always takes
forever. Really? I felt like January. Normally, when I was a teacher, January was the longest month of my life.
No, I believe it.
No, I lied. February. February was long, which is ironic because it's so
the shortest.
It's so short. I think because as a teacher, we didn't come back until like January 9th because of Christmas break.
Okay.
And then also I remember we had like a lot of shortened weeks in January because of MLK Day. Mm-hmm. And then we also always had like a teacher work day.
So there was
a lot of like, a lot of not full weeks, but then like February is rough because then it's like once you're in March, like you're getting towards like the last semester, and once you get to the last semester of school, there's so many events and spring concerts and talent shows. So much going on where like you feel like as a teacher like you're struggling to teach content because you're constantly having events going on.
Yeah.
I will say, like, maybe, like, let's just combine January and February, because January almost feels like a half month because of, like, how late we come into it. But just, like,
the beginning of the year is
the beginning as a teacher would drag by, but I personally have felt like this month has flown by. Like, the other day I was talking to someone, and I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you since last year, ha 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 ha. But it was, like, January 16th, and I had seen them the week prior. I was like, we're, like, halfway through January. What am I saying? Like, it's way too late to be making that joke. That's so funny. No, so this month has actually flown by for me.
Well, I love that. Well, unless that's bad. Do you want it to fly by?
No, that's good.
Oh, real.
At the place that I'm in my life right now, that's good.
Okay, perfect. Well, it's gone really slow for me, which I guess is fine.
I think it's also because I've had a lot going on this month.
Right. That always makes it... I feel like when you're looking forward to something, it makes things go by faster, you know? Because you're just like...
It depends. Because sometimes when you're looking forward... then that makes it go by slower because you can't wait to get there. But I feel like I've literally had something going on like every weekend of the month of January.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's just a lot.
So that just makes it go by a little bit quicker.
Right. I feel like that's always why like the holiday season, like December and stuff, always goes by so quick fast. Because it's just like every weekend you have something, you're constantly filling in. You're just like
the time leading up to the holidays goes by so slow because you can't wait to get there. But then once it's there, it's bing bang boom boom bang bing bam.
Like a little ping pong machine. No, not ping pong. Pinball.
Yeah, no, I knew what you meant.
My brain.
But do you have any other high tides?
Just those two. Yeah, just those two.
Real.
But yeah, so bring us down, Hannah.
Okay.
Bring us away.
Nothing serious, y'all. Nothing serious. First of all, I was thinking that originally I couldn't think of a high tide or a low tide, which is not a bad thing. Right, so then I was just going to talk about this boo-boo weather. Guys, listen. Okay, listen.
Stop.
It's so bad.
Stop.
I'm so cold. And here's what makes it worse, okay? And you got to give me this.
Okay.
I coach at night when it's the coldest.
Okay.
Also,
I hear you.
I'm coaching in a non-heated, no heat, no AC gym.
I hear
with
you.
A big bay garage door that is open.
I hear you.
Right to the elements.
I hear you.
Okay. And I'm watching, like, now I worked out today. I was very warm. I was comfortable.
You're chilling,
fine.
yeah.
But then after I had to coach,
coaching,
and then I have sweat on me, and then I'm like cold. And then I get
now.
so cold. And then I'm coaching. I'm not doing the workout anymore. I'm just like walking around or standing. So I'm the coldest person in the room.
That. Yeah, I'll give you that.
And I'm like,
that's fair.
And I keep like walking or like trying to find something like active to do while I'm coaching to keep me warm because I was like shiver me timbers today. Right. And I also try to stay towards the back of the gym because we don't have any doors or like windows back there. Yeah, so it's like warmer. It's a little warmer.
Yeah.
But like I'm like, you know, watching people like work out or I'm coaching them or whatever, and I'm just like I'm like pacing because I'm like trying to keep warm.
Yeah.
And it rained. And so it's just like I'm like, where am I? Seattle? Like
it did feel very,
it was very Twilight.
Because I hate the rain. That's the one thing. I hate rain. I like the cold.
And the rain and the cold combo.
But it's crazy that that's literally like snowing.
Guys, my brother's in Tallahassee. It's snowing there.
That's insane.
Like, this is not my Florida.
Whose Florida is this?
I'm pretty sure they said tomorrow is supposed to be like the coldest. Tomorrow morning. Yes, dude. Tomorrow morning, I read something that said we were going to be in the 30s. And let me tell you something. HE double hockey stick, no. No.
That's so funny. Yeah, no, tomorrow, it looks like the lowest is Friday. The high is 52 and the low is 39.
Oh my God.
Tomorrow, the high is 53 and the low is 41. So it's still pretty bad.
That's basically the same. awful.
That's basically the same.
It's awful. It's all bad. Okay, but that was a dumb low tide. And then I remember that I have a real low tide.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I just talked for so long for no reason.
No, I love.
So this weekend, this was a high tide. I had my friend Melanie come down. She stayed with me. We had a Broadway weekend. We watched like all of our favorite musicals that we wanted the other person to see. On a flip note, she's also very eager to help me organize my bookshelves, which we didn't look at those, but you're gonna have to look at them before you leave, because she'd help me totally reorganize my bookshelves.
Okay.
And like it's something like she loves to do it, and I'm like,
go for it,
girl.
Right.
Go for it.
Right.
So anyway, we had a great weekend. Super fun. We went to Book and Bottle. Have you ever been to Book and Bottle?
No.
So fun.
Yeah?
They have the best macaroons in the world. Best macaroon. No, like, if you love macaroons, you're like, I need to take it. It's so good.
I love macaroons.
So good. Cute little local bookstore / coffee shop / you can buy wine.
Cute.
And they have
a little bit
also,
of everything.
like, a little bit of everything, yeah. Super cute. And anyway, so we both had 2 musicals each that we wanted to show each other. I wanted to show her Waitress, which is in like my top 5 of Broadway shows.
Very good.
So good.
Very good.
And then I wanted to show her Heathers. Okay.
Real.
Super, super, super good. She wanted to show me Burlesque.
Okay.
And with Christina Aguilera and Sweeney Todd, the Johnny Depp movie. Which I want to see. The Burlesque is not based off of Broadway, that's just a musical, but then like a movie. But I do want to see one day Sweeney Todd on Broadway.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we watched Waitress. She loved. We watched Sweeney Todd. It was good. Like, the music is really good and the story is good. It's just it's just a darker, creepier themed thing.
Yeah, I've never seen it, but my mom's watched it and she said it's just very dark. Like, you
it's
feel
very
like,
dark.
ugh.
It kind of icky. Yeah. Yes. And it's so funny because it's like the effects, like the special effects in the movie are not very good. Like, the stuff
That's an older movie, right?
I think when did it come out? I think she said like,
here, look it up.
It was in the early 2000s. Like maybe 2007, I think. So, I mean, not like in the 90s. But what the stuff that they used for the special effects...
Yeah, 2007.
I was right. The stuff that they used for the fake blood... like, it looked like straight up watercolor red paint. Like, it was so obvious that it was fake, right? And, like, it really wasn't all that bad. But it's so funny because I'm so sensitive to anything that's any type of thriller. I don't watch any kind of horror movies or anything like that.
Same.
And I got nightmares that night.
Yeah.
From it. Even though, like, I could handle it fine, but, like, it sits in my subconscious.
That's my problem, though. Like, I'll be fine in the moment, but I just know that I have such vivid dreams. I can't.
Yes,
yeah,
I can't.
I'm the same way.
So I was like, that's so interesting. But the story itself is very interesting.
Right.
And the music itself was really good. So it was good. Like, I liked it.
Yeah.
It's just, like, I don't watch anything that's kind of darker like that. Like, it's just not like personally creepy, my kind of thing. But so then we also watched Burlesque. That was fantastic. Great, great movie. Christina Aguilera. There's like Cher. Kristen Bell is in that movie. So many people. It was really, really good. I love that one. But the one I was the most excited to show her was Heathers. Because Melanie likes all of that, like, she's my friend that likes Nightmare Before Christmas.
Got it.
Tim Burton-esque kind of stuff. Like, that's her thing. She loves the dark, gothic, creepy.
Which makes sense that her choices were Sweeney Todd and Burlesque. Yeah.
Literally, yeah. So, like, right up her alley. Heathers is dark. There's a lot of dark humor in it, dark themes in it. But the music is fantastic. The music also kind of has some, like, rock-esqueness to it. And she loves rock and that kind of music. So, like, I was so excited. Like,
I love that feeling of, like, being...
Like,
thinking someone's gonna like
I was like, you're going to
yeah.
like it more than I do. Like, I could see her becoming, like, a huge Heathers fan. So I go to look it up. I can't find it anywhere. I can't find it anywhere. And I'm looking up, and it's saying that it's on all these streaming sites, and no, it's not. And I finally did research. They removed it from all U.S. streaming platforms. The only platform that I could find that you could have it on was Amazon UK. But even if you change your location in your Amazon app to UK, it'll pop up then. But the moment I clicked watch it, it brings you into your Amazon Prime, and that uses like your VPN, and it changes your location, and you can't watch anything from the UK unless you get a new VPN. Right. But apparently, first of all, I don't know how to do that. Second of all, apparently Amazon is like on a lot, like on people who do that to try to get access to stuff that is not a part of wherever location you're at. Mm-hmm. So I was like you can get your Amazon account blocked, and I was like, I'm not trying to do all that. I tried for so long. I even tried to look up like bootlegs to watch it, and like none of them were good. I was so upset. Aww. Because that was the one I mean, she ended up really liking Waitress too, but like I was so excited to have her experience Heather's. And so I was like, listen, if we ever get it back in the US,
or if you ever travel to the UK,
for whatever reason, because I watched it on an international flight.
That makes sense.
So that's why it was available.
That's so crazy.
I'm just so bummed about it. Like, there's even a Broadway streaming service, and I was about to pay money.
Yeah.
Like, just to download this Broadway that has, like, all of these Broadway shows you can watch on it, and that it wasn't even available on that.
Oh, my gosh.
Like, I tried everything.
That's so
I was so disappointed. We ended up watching Hamilton. She had seen, like, the first half of Hamilton, but she had never seen the second. So I was like, okay, well, Hamilton is, like, one of my all-time favorites.
Right, like, that's a
so, like,
choice.
We'll have you fully watch that, but it just, I was really bummed.
That sucks.
So that was...
Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Like, like, don't get me wrong. I would have been really bummed if we couldn't have watched Waitress, but if I had to pick one, I would have rather her watch Heather's, because it was just, like, it's just right up her alley.
Right.
And like, I hyped it up so much. I didn't think to check beforehand, because we
found everything else,
And I'm like, it's a movie, like, they made it, like, this, like, why would you, and clearly it used to be available.
Right.
Because when you go to look it up online, they say it was on Amazon and all this stuff, but now they must have taken it off.
Dang.
And I'm just, like, really annoyed.
No, I'm so sorry you had to go through
But my friend's husband is a big IT guy.
Oh.
And so I'm going to try to see if he can find a way for me to get
Find a way, somehow,
wink,
some
wink.
way.
So, I don't know, we'll see. But that's my low tide.
That's so funny. No, that's really sad. My low tide is honestly similar.
Really? What is it?
TikTok.
Oh, yeah. That was so weird.
TikTok.
That was one of the updates, like, we wanted to talk about a couple of things.
That's why I wanted mine to be the last, because I knew we wanted to talk about.
Oh, that's such a good segue.
Yes, and I'm not gonna lie, that was like the worst 13 hours of my life. I don't even know how long it was. It wasn't even whatever. No, Hannah, don't even. I probably clicked on the app about 10 times, just muscle memory. Like, that's I went into it so often, and it kept that same alert where it was like, oh, sorry, whatever. And I loved how it was like, close app and learn more. I always click learn more because I was like, you know what? I think this is it. If I click learn more, somehow they're going to let me in. They're going to think I'm so interested and really into this. They never let me back in, and I was just crying. I downloaded the freaking Red Note app, and I was like, oh my gosh.
No, yes. That's not good.
Yeah. No, I definitely am like joining the Chinese army or something.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's not good. Yeah. So I was literally talking about how all these people are downloading.
Yep. That was me. I was desperate, Hannah. I was desperate. So I downloaded
if you're that desperate, then you would have just used Instagram Reels.
No, because Instagram Reels doesn't hit the same.
I know it doesn't, but giving your info to the Chinese government is crazy.
If I knew that it was only going to be like 13 hours, maybe I would have thought anything. But I was trying to prepare for the rest of my life. Yeah. All right, and I downloaded Red Note.
I can't believe you didn't do the lemonade thing.
No, I didn't even try. I don't even know. It was the thing. Red Note. I was just hopping on the bandwagon. I didn't do research. I clicked download.
That's sheep behavior. You went with the curl on that one.
Stop. I was in a really vulnerable moment. I was in a really vulnerable moment. Okay, it wasn't. Stop. Anyways,
the Chinese government, someone has your identity now.
No, for sure, but like they probably already did, so it's fine. That didn't work for me, and it was horrible. And then, literally, the best moment of my life.
The next morning
was the high tide. Yeah, the next day. I remember it like it was yesterday, because it was.
I remember I went on once. I have TikTok on my phone, but I don't have the app on my home screen because
No, same.
It gets me to like not click on it as much.
No, same. No, but I literally still. That's how often I go on it. It was not even on my home screen, but I just am so used to.
I went in once just to like see what it looked like what the band would look like, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. I went to sleep like the rest of my life. However, I was saying how like. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna be real.
Okay, be real.
I'm gonna be transparent. When I first heard about the TikTok ban, part of me was kind of happy. Because I was like, we spend so much time scrolling on our phones. It's definitely not good for you, like in that case, like health wise. And I was like, okay, like I'll be on my phone less.
Yeah.
You know, like, and I was only looking at the negative side effects of TikTok, right? But then as I watched more TikToks of creators talking about the ban and the different ways that it would affect people, I have changed my mind. I told you guys I'm open.
Yes.
I'm open.
I love that.
Like, I don't think I took into account that, like, the ban doesn't just affect teenagers or people who are time wasting scrolling for hours a day. It's also affecting people who have genuinely, like, made their living off of TikTok. And I'm not even talking about, like, okay, like, don't get me wrong. Do I feel that bad for, like, cheesy influencers? Like, no, yes and no. I get, like, I'm not trying to say that it's not a job, because I don't think I could do social media like that full time. The kind of pressure and dealing with hate and all of that stuff, like, it's got its own set of challenges. Do I think it's as difficult as working like a quote unquote real job? No, but it's just different, I guess. Maybe I'm still closed-minded on that. But I also realized, like, there were other people that were talking, like, how that was how, like, they shared their story and connected with other people that had that were going through similar things as them. That was how people were, like, sharing GoFundMes and, like, raising awareness for different types of things.
There's a lot of good that came from it. Yeah.
There was a lot, and I wasn't as open to that at first. And
in general, you're talking about jobs, though. There were so many people that worked for TikTok that were going to lose their jobs.
No, that's so true. That's so true. And there were so many small businesses of people that literally created products and were selling them on TikTok Shop. Like,
that's true,
there was, I think I was only thinking of the rich people who were already rich, who then became influencers.
Yeah, or those that just, like, doom scroll for 24 hours a day.
Yes, like, that was the only side I was looking at.
I get that.
And I do think that there are benefits if we did not have it. But at the same time, there are so many good things that TikTok does bring. And it has changed a lot of people's lives.
That. I do.
In good ways. So after that, I was like, okay, does the ban affect me personally? Like, not really. I'm okay with that without it. However, I understand where people are coming from about being really upset about it, and there is a lot of negative consequences to that. However, we as a society have still functioned without it in the past, in my opinion.
Barely.
Obviously, things would change, and for a lot of people, it would hurt. But, like, I think it would probably just bring people right back to YouTube, which I'm kind of down for longer form content.
Yeah. I can't. My attention span's ruined, but
because of TikTok.
No, I know.
Anyway, so anyway, there's pros and cons. But I was not looking at what the pros were. I was only seeing the cons of TikTok, and I do admit that there are a lot of pros.
I can't think of any cons actually, at all whatsoever.
I do. Yeah. So anyway, I've changed my mind and come around to a different way of thinking with that.
Yeah.
But what was interesting was, I had a thought, and I can't remember, just the fact that it was only 13 hours. Oh, the influencers that are outing themselves.
That was crazy.
Okay, because those are the people I'm talking about that I did not.
I was like, why are we like this, like, a national concern?
Nuts.
Yeah,
okay,
I do agree with that. That was kind of crazy.
Those were the people that I was talking about, of, like, I don't really feel bad for you.
Right.
You know, maybe I'm still being, like, a little close-minded with that. But guys, there were literally, like, tons of influencers that were coming out because everyone thought the app was getting banned. So they weren't going to be making their content anymore. And there was this sound from Family Guy that was going viral that says, like, since we're all going to die, I have one more secret I want to share with you. And they were basically outing that the content that they have made a living off of, that people follow them for, that people are inspired by them for, was all a lie. And what gets me is, like, some of these people, like, it's like, so, like, one girl, it might have been as simple as, like, she makes this coffee every morning and then she doesn't actually drink it. And I'm like, but other people are making that drink thinking you drink it, and then, like, you actually don't.
Just, like, admitting you build your whole platform on a lie.
On a lie. What got me the worst were the fitness influencers. There were so many female fitness influencers that were admitting that they had BBLs. That they had, like, lipo done. Or there was one girl that said, like, the workouts that she would posted, she didn't actually do them. So you're telling people, look at my body. do this and you can get it.
It really
and you've
does
actually had
give
plastic
you a reality
surgery.
check, though. Like, all those people you're following. Like,
yes.
Who's actually
And I'm
telling the truth?
and here's the thing. I'm not saying that I have a problem with you if you have gotten plastic surgery.
No, of course.
But if you are
lying about
saying,
it.
hey, I do this workout routine and you'll look like me. This is what I do to get this. And you're not being honest about actually how you got that physique, that is completely misleading. And you are aiding in the insecurity of women.
Yeah.
Who already feel like they're not good enough.
Right.
And then they're doing the same workout routine that you're posting because they look up to you. And they're wondering why they're not getting the same results. And it's because your results are not real. That makes my blood boil. Boil. And especially for the one girl that I saw, like, you're posting, she literally made a thing. She was like, oh, if you want to get rid of this tummy fat, which immediately, if someone starts talking about targeting fat loss, I immediately, like, scroll. It's not real. But, oh, do this workout routine, and it's all the clips of her doing it. She didn't actually do them.
That's crazy.
She doesn't actually do the workouts.
That's actually crazy.
But you're telling people if you want to look like you, do that. What?
Yeah, that's insane.
Why don't you just tell people what you actually do? Like, it just makes me
people
mad.
Will do anything for those followers, yeah.
It makes me mad. That whole thing, like, I'm so glad that they did that. Because I'm like, you don't deserve a following if everything that you've been doing is
Especially
fake.
if they're so quick to admit it. That's crazy. Like, I'm dying with that.
Like,
I don't know.
I'm sorry. Like, you figure it out now. Some of them are, like, making apology videos. And I'm like, because the band's been lifted. Yeah. You just admitted to your whole audience that everything you've been doing is a lie. How are they going to be able to trust you?
Honestly.
Like, I hope that this brings a new wave of influencers that actually do the stuff that they're posting or telling other people to do. Mm-hmm. And that we, like, become a little bit more careful about who we allow to influence in our lives.
No, honestly, that's what I'm saying. It's a good, honestly, reminder. Just, like...
It is.
What are you watching?
What are you watching?
I'm watching TikTok. And I'm telling you, I remember exactly what I was doing when it came back on. We had Monet's, like I was saying, we had a little surprise party after church. And then one of our friends looks at her phone. She said, guys, why can't I go on TikTok? I perk up. It's like, what? What do you mean? And then everyone starts opening their TikTok immediately. And then only some people's worked. But like they could see comments and stuff. I was like, what the heck? Mine didn't work. I wasn't going to stop till mine worked. I was like, something's happening here. I restart my phone at least like 3 times. I'm literally walking around the church.
Oh my gosh.
Literally like turning my Wi-Fi on and off. I'm like, mine's going to work. Because it just says like no internet connection. I'm refreshing. And then it happens. And then we had a confetti cannon and we celebrated that TikTok was back.
Where did the confetti cannon come from? Like, was that not
it was
planned?
from the party on Friday.
That's
and we had
so
an extra
funny.
one that we weren't going to use because we're like, this is too much of a mess. Sorry, Monet, like, love you, but like, we're not doing this whole confetti thing. But TikTok came back, so we're like, okay, we'll clean it up. We'll actually put in the effort.
That is so funny.
And it was just, and I am so glad it's back.
Okay, so the other little thing we wanted to update on, now that high and low tides are done.
Oh, yes, which
guys,
I don't.
This is going to be a really long episode. I'm not sorry. Are you excited? Because I just said it was going to be a long episode. You should be excited.
They said, yes! Fine.
So the other thing I wanted to give a little bit of an update to was one of the things that we talked about like 2 episodes ago.
Right.
Was the Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni situation. Because more and more stuff is coming up to the surface. And I brought something up and Mia did not know what I was talking about.
I don't.
So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to hold it. I'm going to save it for the podcast so that you guys are all finding out together. Mm-hmm. So basically... big lawsuit is coming out. We're finding out a lot of things. Did you see the text thread between the two of them?
Yes.
Okay, so you did see that one. So there was like the text thread between the two of them where they were both being very amicable. It was low-key almost a little flirty, in my opinion. It was a little flirty. It was like honestly, also 2 o'clock in the morning.
I keep thinking of your theory about
I'm telling you, she caught feelings.
Yes,
and if you look back to every project that she's worked on where she had like a male lead co-star, like she's been in a relationship with them. She ended up in a relationship with them.
That's
and I'm
crazy.
like, the last one was just like Ryan Reynolds, and that's been like kind of endgame, but I don't know. It's seeming kind of fishy. So anyway, there was this whole other thing though. The full context of it is I'm a little forgetful, but if you look it up, it'll come up so fast. So basically, I think it might have been Blake Lively telling this to either Justin or Justin's lawyers. Mm-hmm. Or she was telling this to her own law team. about this whole situation. But basically, this girl called herself Daenerys from Game of Thrones and said that Ryan Reynolds and Taylor Swift are her dragons who will go to fight for her.
Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Wait, who was this girl?
Blake Lively?
Blake Lively saying that?
Blake Lively
she's
said
saying
that
Ryan Reynolds and Taylor Swift are dragons?
Yes.
Okay,
she's calling herself Daenerys. Do you know anything about Game of Thrones?
No.
Okay, I don't watch the show or anything, but Daenerys, if you've ever seen anything from it, is like the girl with the blonde hair.
Okay, so she's just saying...
And Daenerys is the mother of dragons. And, like, she has dragons and she can, like, control them or whatever. So she's saying... But here's the kicker, though. Again, as someone who is not a Game of Thrones, I don't know anything about the show other than I know who Daenerys is because I have friends that are big into Game of Thrones.
Right, they talked about it, yeah.
But what's funny is that, like, by the end of the show, like, people hated it and they end up hating her because she basically has, like, her dragons burn down, like, an entire, like, civilization or something along those lines, and, like, kills a bunch of people.
Okay.
And I guess, like, she kind of goes crazy and, like, kind of becomes a low-key villain. Again, this is just from what I've heard from other people, y'all. I don't actually have an opinion on Daenerys because I don't know anything about her or the show. But this is just what I've heard from other people. So everyone was saying how, like, Blake Lively is calling herself Daenerys and saying that Ryan Reynolds and Taylor Swift are her dragons that go and fight for her. What's so funny is that everyone is kind of like, did you even watch the full show? Because that's not a good thing to be calling yourself Daenerys.
To say that, like...
But also, openly? I feel like it's low-key... I don't know.
Like
I feel like that's a little disrespectful. I feel like it's a little disrespectful to call your husband... like, almost borderline your pet that you can control to do whatever you want to fight for you.
Swift? Yeah.
And Taylor Swift. And I'm like, honey, if anyone... Who has more power? You or Taylor Swift? Taylor Swift.
100%.
Taylor Swift is Taylor Swift.
That's why, yeah, I was just really...
Like, not only does Taylor Swift already have, like, more money and power, I would assume, than you do, but especially now because everyone loves her. Ain't nobody... No one really liking you, Blake.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Taylor is your dragon? I haven't seen Taylor post anything in support of you amidst everything going on.
If she's your dragon.
If she's your dragon, where's the fire? You know
has Ryan Reynolds even...
No, he's been pretty quiet as well. So I'm like, what
dragons are we talking about right now?
I don't know. I just thought, like, everyone just thought it was so funny because they're just like...
so random.
It just proves the point that she's so out of touch because they're like calling yourself Daenerys and calling your husband and your friend, your pets that you can control to fight for you is not a flex. It's not cute. So, anyway.
No, that's weird.
And Justin has just been, like, releasing everything.
That must be so satisfying.
Oh,
like, just
I'm
receipt
so happy.
after receipt.
Like, he was even posting receipts now that I saw, I think it was today or yesterday, of him with his trainer and his trainer sending him his program, and you can see his trainer talking about changing certain things for his back because he said he had a back injury, and that's why he asked Blake about her weight, not because he was trying to fat shame her or body shame her. And so he literally is showing the receipts from his trainer who's talking about his program to help his back. And, like, everything he said is just, like... And then I think I told you, remember the comment that he made about how he was put in the basement at his own premiere? Yeah, he wasn't being metaphorical with that. He released pictures of him and his family in a literal basement at the premiere. Just him and his family alone celebrating his big day.
Okay, what?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Like, it looked like they were in, like, the basement of a movie theater, like a storage room.
And I was gonna say, because they didn't choose that themselves, so someone
I think it was probably like an unspoken expectation,
right?
I would assume because no one was wanting to be like near him with the premiere,
right?
And
That's
so
insane.
he was, like, literally just with his friends and his family, like his wife and everything, and they're all celebrating his big day of his movie.
In a basement.
in a like an actual basement.
That's crazy.
Like he wasn't even lying. Like it was a legitimate separate room with no one there.
That's so wild.
I feel so bad.
Yeah.
So anyway, those are the little updates.
Well, yeah.
We're going to do a quick little manna. Before we get into our Mad Libs.
Yes. And I'm so excited for this manna. Because honestly, credit to Hannah, we were just kind of talking through and something came. Because, we always try to have our manna somewhat relate to our meat topic, whatever you want to call it. And so we were like, Mad Libs, fill in the blank, Like, what are you doing? You're reading the story, da-da-da-da. You are listening to the story and kind of the fill in the blanks. And this might be a little bit of a stretch, but we were just kind of talking about the whole idea of when it comes to listening to God, instead of just constantly being the one that's, I guess, in this case, like sharing the story, sharing the words, doing all the work, but being the listener.
Yeah, I think the one thing that I said that like sparked it was when you don't know how to fill in the blanks or you're not sure what to say, that's a sign that you should be listening and not talking.
That's good. Yeah.
Which is so funny because it's coming from something as silly as Mad
I know,
Libs.
but honestly, let the Holy Spirit work.
The theme is there.
Exactly. So then when she said that, I was thinking back to this other podcast I was listening to. Sorry, ATC. It was a while ago.
We listen to other podcasts. We're podcast supporters.
Oh, just kidding.
We love other podcasts.
I'm not. Screw them all. I'm just kidding.
It's crazy.
No, I'm just kidding. I love podcasts. Anyway, so I was listening to another podcast about just how to hear from God. Because I think that's such a common question, especially in the church and Christians in general. It's like, I don't hear anything from God.
I'm
like,
praying,
it's constantly, I don't have any answers. And it was just such a simple thing, but they were like, are you listening? Like, if you think about it, when you are, working in this relationship with God, when you are talking to Him, when you're praying, and you're doing all the right things, and you're, like, waiting for this answer, asking all these questions, you probably just say amen, right? Like, you're not actually giving time for the Lord to speak.
Yeah.
And just saying, like, I feel like patience is something I'm learning, but it's just such an important thing in the faith. In such a fast-paced world, in such like a routine world where you're just like praying done, waiting for an answer. Yeah. But truly, I think there is so much power and peace that comes from praying and then just waiting. Waiting for what God has to say, waiting for a conviction, a answer, a verse, or even something that comes to mind. It doesn't necessarily have to be like an audible, like, oh, Hannah, turn left right now, It can just be like a sense of peace, sense of something a name that even comes to mind, like praying for someone else, like letting the Holy Spirit work with you. When you have a conversation with a friend or anything, you're not just talk, okay, bye. I mean, some people are like that, I don't know, but a real true friendship, the one that, you probably want to have with the Lord, people strive to have with God, isn't like a friendship like that isn't going to be built on you just talking, okay, bye, amen, Yeah. But it's wanting to hear from the Lord, wanting what He wants, especially when you do learn that concept of what He knows and what He's telling you is better for you than what you could think of. Like, who doesn't want to know that, Like, who doesn't want to have an answer that's better than anything you could think of, or something maybe that's different than what you might be praying for, but again, is better than what you could think of.
I also think that sometimes this happens because when we think about talking to God and hearing what He has to say, we're only doing that in the context of prayer.
Right.
And when we pray, it's constantly us just talking.
Right.
And us asking for things or questioning things, right? And I'm not saying that that's wrong.
Of course.
But, sometimes we're like, I'm praying and I'm praying and I'm praying and I'm not hearing an answer back, but then we're not reading the Word.
Exactly.
And it's like, I think maybe it was Pastor Tim or Miss Janet that said this like a couple weeks back in a service where they were like, there's so many times where God is like, I've answered this and it's in my scripture. It's in the words really that I've already spoken.
I've heard in a sermon recently where she was just pretty much saying like the same topic. She was like, you're asking like, oh, you want to hear from God? You want to do this and this? Read the word. Literally. And then she's like, oh, you want to hear it aloud? Read the word aloud.
Read the word out loud.
Start reading it, you know, because there are so many answers found in there. That's why I was saying, like, even if you're quiet, you just think of a verse, like that's God speaking to you because He gave you a living word, you know? And again, it's all just kind of incorporated with that relationship, like diving in His word and getting to know Him better. Just again, like a friend, you're going to want to know Him better. And He gave you a book to know His character, to know just how to live your life. And it's a whole process of working in communing together.
Yeah, I feel like I even had a situation like months ago where I was going through a really hard time, and I did feel like in that moment, and it wasn't even a moment of where I was in prayer or waiting for God to speak. I felt it. Like it felt like a word that like I did not think of on my own, because it was not, it was complete opposite of how I was feeling.
Yes, that's good.
Right? And I felt God ask me to trust him. And I was like, in the middle of a moment where that was like the last thing on my mind, if I'm being honest. And I was like, okay, like, I'm going to trust you. And as I think it was recently, like maybe a couple weeks ago, I was feeling like some anxiety, and I was like, okay, God, like, I know you asked me to trust you, but I could really like, I need to hear it again. You know what I mean? Like, I need that reassurance. And I opened up like my Bible app on my phone, and I really wish I could remember what the verse was, but it was literally a verse about trusting in the Lord and how he's going to take care of you and all these things. And I was like,
that's so good.
And that's not like, that scripture is not new, right? But like that's been there. And
again, so it's just like a reminder. Like,
it was just a reminder that like, if I need to listen to what God has spoken, I have his Bible sitting on my nightstand. God has already spoken to us through scripture. And sometimes I think we were like, oh, well, like, it's not gonna, this is my situation right now. But it does. It does. And it doesn't mean that God isn't going to, speak separately to you. He absolutely can, because there are other times, like sometimes during praise and worship, or like sometimes during like our prayer nights, I'll get to a point where like, I might pray for a little bit, but then I get to a point where I'm like, I don't feel like I have anything to pray. I feel like I just need to sit.
And just dwell.
And just dwell in his presence and just be open to receiving.
That's so good.
And sometimes, like, I know you were going to bring up like the Martha Mary thing, where sometimes like we need to, less of us. Yeah. Like, we need to stop worrying about what we're doing and what we're praying and what we're saying and what we're worshiping or praising, and what, like, sometimes we just need to sit and let God.
Yeah, that's good. No, and if you guys don't know about the Martha and Mary story, they're sisters that Jesus was invited into their home. And Martha was very much like, which is understandable, she's like, Jesus, like, they knew this man, like the Messiah, the healer that like is walking around like the Son of God.
And he's coming into your home.
Yes, like, I'm preparing everything, like, she's probably getting out her best, like, food, she's preparing, she's, like, making sure her house looks good, like, like, of course, she's like, what can I do to, like, make my home ready for him? And then there's Mary, who had a different approach, and she was like, this is the Messiah, this is the Son of God, this is the healer.
Soak up this moment with him.
I don't want to do anything but just sit at his feet. And I love that the verse said, like, cause I was just looking up, like, obviously just doing a little bit of research for this manna, looking up, like, listening to God, and it literally says that she just sat at his feet. I can read the verse, but it says, like, as Jesus and his disciples were on their way, he came to a village where a woman named Martha opened her home to him. She had a sister called Mary, who sat at the Lord's feet listening to what he said.
Yeah.
And then it says, but Martha was distracted by all the preparations that had to be made. We get so distracted, like you were saying, with having the right prayers, with just making sure that God knows everything on your heart, and
or even trying to, like, make ourselves presentable for the Lord.
Yes, exactly. Like, just making sure you're doing all the right things, when that's not what Jesus was looking for. It says, she came to him and she asked, which, Martha's so funny. She's like, Lord, don't you care that my sister left me? Like, she's not doing crap, all right? She just left me to do all this work by myself. Tell her to help me. And Jesus' response is, I can just imagine, like, so sweet. Like, he's probably like, Martha, girl. But he says, Martha, Martha, the Lord answered, you're worried and upset about many things, but few things are needed, or indeed only one. Mary has chosen what is better, and it will not be taken away from her.
And I love that the way Jesus, he wasn't really putting her down or saying that the stuff that you're worried about or caring about, is stupid. You don't need, like, it's not worth, caring about or anything like that. Like, what Martha was feeling and doing was valid. Right. Like, we, of course, like,
I get into that so often, just wanting to
if
make
I
sure
thought Jesus was coming to my home,
dude,
like, if I found out that I was having a church service in my house,
dude,
and Jesus was the keynote speaker,
cleaning the bottom of the trash can.
I
don't care.
making sure that this house is spotless, whatever.
Spotless, yeah.
And it's like, and it's so valid, and we're so stressed about presentation and making sure things are right. But I love how Jesus is like, he didn't judge her for
he was like, Martha,
being upset about these things. He could see the stress that she had. And he's like, Martha, like, sweetheart, like, take a deep breath. Like, you're so worried and you're so stressed. But, like, your sister is soaking in the moment and being present for what is most important.
Exactly.
Like, don't take that away from her.
Yeah,
like,
that's so good.
If the dishes don't get done, it's okay.
Like, they'll be there tomorrow, I won't. It was even like, it was like the disciples were saying, like, they were, like, stressed about things, doing things. Jesus was like, I'm not going to be here, you know? Like, enjoy me now. Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of the same situation with, like, when the little children wanted to come to Jesus. And the disciples are like, oh, my gosh, like, you know, get the kids away. Like, they're really loud, or they're making a lot of ruckus, or they're playing too much. And Jesus is like, let them come.
Yeah.
Like, let them experience
like, it all
this
just
moment.
comes back to, like, Jesus saying, like, this is what's better.
I think we need to learn to slow down.
We need to humble ourselves and realize that, like, Jesus is all that we need, you know? Like, that is, he says, indeed, only one thing you need, just to sit at my feet.
Yeah.
And, like, we get, again, so caught up in everything we can do.
Yeah.
When there's nothing we could do but sit at his feet, and that's enough.
And I think sometimes it could even be brought into the conversation of, like, we're so focused on the destination, and Jesus is like, slow down enough to enjoy where you're at right now. That's the definition of being content, right? Is like, regardless of what's going on right now, that you can look around, stop, slow down, take a deep breath, and appreciate everything that's happening right now.
Right.
And that we're not just constantly fighting for something better or something newer in the future, and we're not paying attention to the moment that we're in, but, like, we're in the present. And you're going to miss things if we're too focused on making enough money, working enough hours, you know, doing all of these other things. And it's not to say that those things aren't important, but you might be missing something more important right now when you're constantly focused on the future.
Right.
Yeah.
So
it was so good.
So good. And
we got that from a Mad Lib.
I got that from Mad Libs. That's what I'm saying. Like,
it's so funny.
You gotta love it. Gotta love the manna and the ATC.
We're finding connections, guys.
Always.
Well, the Holy Spirit is finding connections.
The Holy Spirit is.
Not
but
us.
We're always just conveying it. You know, being the spreader of the word.
All right, guys. Hour in. You ready to start?
Ready to start.
Ready to start.
We could always just do one each.
Yeah.
Just for fun.
Well, we'll see how long it takes.
That's true.
We'll see how long. Okay,
no,
but
I'm excited. I'm gonna start.
If for whatever reason you're not a normal human being and you don't know what Mad Libs are.
Oh yes.
Mad Libs are basically, they've been around since our parents were kids. They're basically little short stories. But there are certain parts of speech that are blanked out that you fill in the blanks for. So, like, nouns, adjectives, things of that nature. If you guys hear scratching,
sounds like someone's like breaking in.
It's because Hercules is like dying to be in here right now. But so basically, you have a friend. You just tell them, okay, I need a noun, I need a color, I need an adjective, whatever it is.
Right.
And then eventually you go through and you read the entire story with all these funny words that don't match, but it makes up for a good time. So that's what we're gonna do.
I know. I'm
because
excited.
I felt like you guys needed something to make you laugh. I feel like you guys need to smile.
You're welcome in advance.
Do you want to go first?
Sure.
Okay, I'm excited.
Okay. So I'm going to ask Hannah for a bunch of grammar things. Let's test how well you know your grammar. Teacher.
Parts of speech. Yep.
Grammar. I'm already killing it, obviously. Okay. I'm going to start.
Okay, tell them what the title. Should we tell them what the title, or should we wait till the end?
I want to wait till the end.
You want to wait till... Okay,
I just want to keep them completely in the dark and then say the name. They'll be like...
Oh, okay.
You know? They'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay. Yeah, because then if, like, you hear what it is, you might, like, start, like, subconsciously being like, oh, this is related to that. Like, I want it to be random. Okay, I need a verb.
Planking.
Oh, right. We're starting crazy. Okay, another verb.
Scooting.
Oh, okay, crazy. A noun.
Bumblebee.
Verb.
Laughed.
Laugh?
Or maybe it should laughing. I don't know if it tells you what tense it needs to be in.
Does not. Okay, I need a
probably laughing. Then.
Plural noun.
Deli meats.
Ooh, you just gotta clear the head, clear the mind.
I want the most random things.
I know. Plural noun.
Another one. Cheerleaders.
Okay. I love this already. Another noun. Not plural.
Satchel.
A color, plural?
Plural color. Like,
just says enter color, plural.
Purples.
Interesting. And then I need another color, plural.
Okay. I'm thinking. Turquoises.
Oh, girl. Okay. Really testing my spelling skills here. Okay. I need a number.
A number. 13,675.
Oh. 13,675. Okay. A verb. Lots of verbs coming up.
Okay. Spinning.
Okay, bet. Verb.
Cartwheeling.
Oh, we're getting active. Another verb.
Slurping.
Oh. Number.
42.
Verb.
Chopping.
And then an adjective. Last one.
Clumsily.
Okay. I'm gonna click go mad.
Watch it not work.
Just get a giant error. My phone's hacked.
Tells you have to pay money.
Red note comes for me, finally. Okay. This one is how to do laundry.
Oh my god.
So this is like advice for you guys if you needed it.
If you didn't know how to do laundry, you're gonna find out.
Okay, ready. So in order to do your laundry, first, you have to start planking your clothes.
If you don't do that step,
you
need to.
And then you have to scooting the bumblebee machine.
Real. That doesn't even make sense.
Real.
Yeah.
And take your time. Okay, I'm gonna change it a little bit.
Yeah, change the time.
It's like take your time not to laugh at any items that may be gross.
That's fair.
That actually works.
That works.
Okay, separate your deli meats from your cheerleaders. Please. And then load the satchel machine. I feel like the satchel machine definitely has to be a thing. Okay? And make sure not to mix the purples with the turquoises.
Don't do that.
If you have a wardrobe full of purples and turquoises for some reason, don't mix them. Make sure not to mix them. And just, set the temperature to just a little slim 13,675 degrees and begin the cycle. You're just actually blowing up the planet, but it's fine. So after that is finished, spinning your clothes. You said spinning.
I did say. That's
actually
perfect.
crazy. And cartwheeling them in the dryer.
If you don't cartwheel your clothes, I don't know what you're doing.
No, I'm
imagining I'm wearing the clothes while I'm inside the dryer doing cartwheels to get them dry.
Yes, and I can tell if you don't do that. Then you set the temperature and slurp the dryer.
Slurp it.
Just slurp it, all right? And after about 42 minutes, okay, so 42 minutes at 13,675 degrees is actually insane.
Close.
Actually insane.
Only
also,
if you didn't separate the purples and the turquoises.
True, and also if you're getting in the dryer to turquoise, you're dead. Or to turquoise, what the freak? To cartwheel, yeah, you're dead. Okay. Now all you have to do is chop your clothes. And you're all set. Clumsily laundry. There you go, guys. You're welcome.
I think the adjective should have been, or the last one, clumsy laundry.
Clumsily laundry. Clumsily laundry.
I think it's clumsy laundry.
Clumsily laundry.
Wow. I feel informed.
As you should.
Oh, sorry.
If you didn't know before.
All right, you ready?
Yes, I'm excited.
Okay.
Wait, I gotta clear my mind. I want to really be fresh.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
I need an adjective.
Sour.
Place.
Michigan.
I love that. Adjective.
Another adjective. Sloppy.
Another adjective.
Okay, what the freak. Flamboyant.
Oh, now you're testing my spelling. Oh, I got it right. Piece of clothing.
Sock.
Body part.
Nostril.
Love. Another body part.
Left pinky toe.
Okay, body part.
What the freak is this one? Shoot. Elbow.
Adjective.
Grimy.
Grimy. Not grumpy. Grimy. Noun.
I'm gonna go Arby's.
Another noun.
Shoot. I'm gonna go command strip.
Place.
The Great Lakes.
I love how you're coming up with these. Adjective.
Another adjective. Prickly.
Just like that cactus.
Don't!
And you're still alive, so clearly you're not cursed. Alright, you ready?
Oh, that was it? Okay.
That was it.
That was not bad. Okay.
This one is called Going to the Doctor.
Okay, yeah, that checks out with all the freaking body parts. I feel like oh my gosh, okay.
Alright. Every year, you should go and visit the doctor.
Obviously.
It's a very sour visit. Which is why a lot of people
such
don't go.
Good description.
It is. Usually, you have to skip going to Michigan to go.
I hate when the doctor gets in the way of my Michigan trip.
Every time.
Every freaking time.
Your doctor is usually a sloppy man or woman who is wearing a flamboyant sock.
Dude, that's so accurate. Like
just one
flamboyant sock. I'm like, literally, where's the other flamboyant sock?
They're gonna look at your nostril, your left pinky toe, and your elbow, and sometimes they can be very grimy.
Ugh, I don't like that imagery. Okay.
Afterwards, they're gonna give you some Arby's and a command strip.
Oh, yo.
And your mom and dad are gonna take you to the Great Lakes as a treat.
Yo! This is actually kind of sounding good. The sour
all in all,
good.
The doctor's office isn't so prickly.
Okay, it's not so prickly. If I get Arby's, a command strip, and I get to go to the Great Lakes, literally what more could I want in life?
The most random set of prizes.
I'm so excited. I'm going to the doctor immediately.
The doctor's giving you Arby's is crazy.
After they just said that my nostril, elbow, and left pinky toe
imagine going in for high blood pressure and they're like, you know what? You need the meat.
You earned it. You earned it with that grimy elbow and nostril.
Not your nostril.
And left pinky toe. That's funny.
The left pinky toe.
Okay, these actually didn't take a long time. I think we can do one more.
Yeah, we can definitely do one more each.
Yay. Okay, I'm excited for this one. I need a plural noun.
Okay, hold on, wait. I didn't get time to clear my head.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I rushed.
Okay, coconuts.
Oh, okay. Coconuts. Okay, normal noun.
Hill.
Normal noun, just noun. Noun. Another noun.
Crowbar.
Oh. Adjective.
Fuzzy.
Verb.
Meowing.
Adjective. I forget everything I've ever thought of.
I look around the room to
get something.
An adjective. I'm trying to think. Something to describe something. He is desperate. Because that's what
thanks Hercules really helping this one
giving
out.
us all of the...
Okay, another noun.
Okay, a noun.
Oh my goodness.
He is a mob at that door. A Highland cow.
Interesting. Okay. A part of the body.
Earlobe.
I like it. I wrote earlobe. Okay, earlobe. Noun. Why do I feel like this one's so much longer? Okay.
Noun. Person, place, or thing. Dutch Bros.
I like.
Give me some coffee.
Adjective.
Blinding.
I like that one. Blue gun. What? I cannot type right now. Okay. Adjective.
I don't like the adjectives. Those are my least favorite.
Oh, well. I have good news for you.
My last one?
Nope. There's a couple more adjectives.
Oh. Okay.
Just think of like 3.
3? I'm trying to think of 1.
Actually, just think of 4.
4? What are you having me do? Okay, I want to come up with something good.
You need to describe a lot of things for this one.
Describing something. Hannah, come on. Think of something to describe. Sweaty.
Ooh. Okay, adjective.
Stubby.
Interesting. Adjective.
Annoying.
Ooh. Adjectives are annoying you, huh?
Yes, they are.
Okay, we'll go to a noun.
Okay. Massage table.
Ooh, I love massages. Okay. A verb ending in ing.
Galloping.
Ooh. Adjective. Last one. Last adjective. No, there's one more.
Scabby.
Oh, the scabby and the stubby. I'm not loving that. Okay. And then a plural noun. Finishes off.
Clouds.
Lovely. All right. Go mad. Click. This is the Oscars. Presented as an acceptance speech.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to try to play the part. Okay? The winner, Mia Harper. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm walking up. Thank you, ladies and coconuts. I'm so nervous. My heart rate is beating a hill a minute.
Not a whole hill.
A hill a minute. I didn't prepare a crowbar. I'm sorry.
How dare you?
I never expected to win this fuzzy Oscar, and I have so many people to meow. Can you imagine I just go into meowing the rest of it? Meow. First and foremost, my desperate co-star.
Oh.
So see there.
Okay, Blake Lively.
I was just about to say, my desperate co-star, who was always in my dressing Highland cow.
Why?
I get dressed in a Highland cow. Don't question it, okay? All right. They held my earlobe when I was in trouble.
As one does.
It really comforts me.
It does.
And they never failed to compliment me or give me a pat on my Dutch bros when I did well.
I love it when
took the Dutch bros.
Just patted it. As long as you don't spill it.
Honestly, I would support. Okay. I also want to thank my blinding director. Blinded me. My sweaty producer.
That checks out.
I'm actually killing myself if someone's doing a thank you speech and they describe me as sweaty. Anyways. And of course, that stubby writer of the screenplay.
She don't like them.
Oh, she's a little bold. But most of all, I want to thank you, my annoying fans. That's actually insane. My annoying fans. I'm literally I'm on like 20 new people's hit list after this acceptance speech. And all the members of the Motion Picture Massage Table who are responsible for my galloping the Scabby Award. Bless your clouds.
Okay, first of all, bless your clouds is my new saying.
Bless your clouds. All
bless
right.
Your clouds.
Bless your clouds.
If someone told me to bless my clouds, I'd be like, you know what?
It does feel very like
no, that's the
personal.
thing because then it's like have a sunshiny day. Bless your clouds.
Oh.
No rain.
Bless your clouds.
Bless your clouds.
Okay.
I'm so excited.
Oh
okay, you ready for yours?
Bless your clouds. I'm so ready.
All right. Okay. Oof. All right. Adjective.
Oh, sorry, showing. Sparkly.
Plural noun.
Tickets.
Plural noun.
Thorns.
Plural noun.
Oh.
You have a lot of plural nouns.
Okay, I love. I'm gonna go Publixes.
Plural noun.
Calculators.
Noun.
Noun. Hannah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Adverb.
Adverb. It's a past verb.
No, an adverb is an adjective and a verb together. So,
Ew.
like, he strikingly struck the rock or something like that.
That's really stupid. Literally, just pick one. But I guess I'll go.
She bravely hit the. I think, yeah. It's an adjective and a verb. It describes how you're doing something.
Like scarily.
I think
that something?
that should work.
Like scarily.
Watch like any like teacher now is almost done. Last one already. Noun.
That's what I'm saying. Why was mine so long?
Mine is so short. I hate that. Okay. Noun.
Gives me. I know. I had so much more to think of. Binder clip.
I had so much more to think of.
No, I'm saying like I have so much more, but I can't even use it.
Dang. Maybe I need to do one more then to make up.
Maybe.
All right. Go mad.
Go mad.
This one is okay. This one is literally so short. I definitely am gonna do another one.
Okay. Perfect.
Instructions for the babysitter.
Okay. I love.
The boys are allowed to watch an hour of sparkly television before turning off the tickets in the room. Make that clear.
Okay, understood.
Make sure they don't watch any violent thorns.
That's valid.
Or adult Publixes.
Bro, those adult Publixes get wild.
Once it's past 7 p.m.
It gets wild.
If there are any phone calculators, do not identify yourself as the Hannah sitter.
Oh. Interesting.
Take a message. Write it scarily on the binder clip provided.
It's very scarily. That's funny. Write it as if you were a horror villain. What?
Literally. That's what I'm saying. I need to do
That's
another
so short.
one, guys.
Yeah, we need a new one. We need a good finale.
I need
pick something good.
Way better one. Okay.
Pick something good.
Oh,
I'm excited.
I know. I need like a way better one. I want one that's long.
Yeah. Like a good just ending.
All right. Let me see how long this one. All right. This is a long one. All right. We're good. Okay.
Hit me.
Plural noun.
Plural noun. Electrolytes.
Real. Plural. I'm sorry. Regular noun.
Door.
Adjective.
Funny.
Noun.
Noun. Bread basket.
Noun.
Another noun. I'm gonna go San Francisco.
Noun.
Frankenstein. The doctor or the monster, I don't know.
Adjective.
Smelly.
Noun.
Another noun. I'm gonna go ginger ale.
Okay, this one is kind of weird. It says enter adjective type of food.
Okay, what the freak? So like a adjective that describes a food? Adjective type of food? I don't even know what that means. Like,
let's just do an adjective that would describe a type of food, I guess. I don't know.
What I
and I'll
assume.
change it within the story if I need to.
I guess I'll do spicy.
Okay. Now, if it ends up asking me for a type of food, what are you going with? Because I'm going to write both of them.
Okay. I'm going to do empanada.
Alright. Adverb.
Okay, this is the stupid thing. Okay. Adverb, I'm going to go cleanly. Cleaningly. What's the word? Like cleanly. Cleanse.
That's just an adjective.
If you're doing it cleanly.
I've never heard that.
I feel like I've done so many things so cleanly, you don't even understand. Like,
I don't.
I'm literally so cleanly. I'll go, like, creatively. Or is that not?
That might work. We'll try. Noun.
It's gonna be wild. Another noun. I'm gonna go.
I have such a good noun in my head. I'm gonna get used.
I'm gonna go fingernail.
Noun.
Fire.
Plural noun.
Reindeer.
Okay, I'm telling you this stuff is just making stuff up because it says adjective noun.
What the freak?
I don't know what. So give me an adjective and then give me a
noun.
noun, and I'm gonna just
figure it out. You're gonna have a lot of thinking. Okay, I'll do for the adjective. I'll do freaky.
And then
for the noun, I'll do xylophone.
Noun.
Another noun. I'm gonna go a red grape.
Plural noun.
Plural noun. I'm gonna go. The suburbs.
Adjective.
Adjective. Soft.
Plural noun. Last one.
Plural noun. I'm gonna go. What are those people called? The blue men? The blue guys?
Smurfs?
No! No!
Avatar?
No, the blue guys that do the drums and they don't talk.
Oh.
What's their names? I'm looking them up.
Weren't they the Blue Men Group?
The Blue Man Group, yep.
I think I'm right on that.
The Blue Man. Yes, Blue Man Group. These guys, they scare me with the freak.
So the Blue Men?
The Blue Man Group, yes.
But it's a plural noun, so the Blue Men
But it's plural,
groups.
so it's a group. Oh yeah, Blue Man Group.
So just
the Blue Men. Just the Blue Men.
Okay, alright, you ready?
You'll know what I mean. Okay.
Alright, this one is called Next Door Neighbors.
Oh gosh, okay. I hope the Blue Man Group is a neighbor. Go.
Scoot in, guys. We have new electrolytes living in the door next door.
That's crazy. What a source, actually. I would love if I just had electrolytes in my door.
He's a funny salesman for a bread basket company.
You know what?
And I'm telling you, she teaches San Francisco and a private Frankenstein. Last night we were invited to their smelly home for a potluck ginger ale.
A smelly home is crazy. Potluck ginger ale, though, I can get on. I can get with a potluck ginger ale.
We brought a spicy empanada casserole.
To a potluck ginger ale is crazy. Crazy choice. Okay.
After dinner, we went into their creatively decorated family fingernail, and we sat in front of the roaring fire. That's crazy. And toasted reindeer.
Okay. Real.
At the potluck ginger ale with spicy empanadas.
Just someone killed reindeer and, you gotta cook it.
In their home fireplace.
That's crazy I said fire. That's actually insane. Okay.
Before we left, our host insisted on taking out his freaky xylophone, which we mistook for an ancient red grape.
Common mistake.
Easily confused.
Can happen to anyone.
Wait. I'm sorry. Let me restart the sentence over so you can get the full context. Before we left, our host insisted on taking out his freaky xylophone, which we mistook for an ancient red grape to play a few country suburbs on it.
That was a lot.
That's a long sentence.
That's a lot.
The fact that you gave me an instrument and he's trying to play the country suburbs, come on.
No, literally, I
you
practically
were
wrote this.
You were
no,
in tone.
I'm telling you. That's
all
insane.
in all, it was a soft evening.
Just a soft one.
And since then, the four of us has become thick as the Blue Men.
There you go. The Blue Man Group, not a closer, I cannot think of a closer bunch, and they that ginger ale potluck with the spicy empanadas and reindeer brought them together, and I'm so happy.
And those electrolytes living in that door, we're best buds.
Dude, they're living the dream life. I'm honestly pretty jealous. Like, I have jealousy just storing up within me after that story.
I'm telling you. All right, you guys.
Good times.
That's our episode.
I love, like, literally, we don't even really need a topic. Like, if you guys just wanted an hour, we're at an hour just talking about nothing. But that was just a fun little ending for you guys. I would just call it that apart.
I'm really proud of the content we make.
When I
die, play this episode of it.
Stop.
I can't wait for when I have kids and they grow up, that they're gonna listen to this and they're gonna be like, that's my mom.
They should be proud.
They should. They should aspire to have their own podcast where you can talk about nothing.
They'll one day run this podcast.
They're gonna date it. ATC's gonna be generational. This is my family heirloom. This is getting passed down. The password to our platform login for you to record episodes.
You're welcome in advance, children.
With mics that we bought from Amazon.
And these chairs that were donated from my dad's work. You're welcome. Dude.
What an episode. Good times. You know what, you guys? I love you so much. If you made it to the end.
I don't know how or why.
I love you.
I mean, I do know why.
So much.
We love you.
Like, I would do so much for you.
So much.
I hope you guys have a wonderful night.
Yes.
Have an amazing evening.
Yeah, of course. DMs are always open if you want us to...
They're always there.
If you have any episode ideas or want us to just talk about
You're like,
something.
hey, can you please actually talk about something of importance and talk about this next time?
Please reach out to us. We are open.
Let us know. We're here.
If you want every episode to be Mad-Libs, we got you.
Mad-Libs and reading from Reddit. We got you.
We're listening to you. So,
we love you.
There you go.
This is what happens if you guys don't give us suggestions. We're just going to yap.
Yeah, so... There you go. You're welcome.
Let us know.
Let us know.
All right, you guys. Bye, guys.